You asked for it, so here we are back again with Elf on the Shelf ideas for 2021. Our scout elf, Tinsel, you may know him now, will be bringing our 6-year-old daughter Callie gifts and magic for late November and all of December. Something new that Tinsel will be providing our family is an advent calendar. This is something he will be bringing the first morning of December. Stay tuned on Instagram for a live in real-time update of what is in the advent calendar day to day. We've done advent calendars in the past, but they've always been something that we purchased. So I will link a few of our favorites, and they are Disney related, in the description box below. Today, I am here to give you a behind the scenes look at some of the activities that Tinsel will be providing, which will hopefully give you some ideas for your own family, but also how I'm going to be putting this little Target dollar spot to use. For the most magical lifestyle tips, please be sure to subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you would hit that notification bell. We are going to be having some bonus drop videos in the month of December, so please make sure you hit the notification bell, and of course, comment. Let's chat below. This may be the first time that we are doing a DIY advent calendar, and we'll be going through all of that today, but I would go so far to say that we are experts. Nay. Slay. Elf spurts. Thanks for being here. When it comes to Santa's little buddy, as I've mentioned, Tinsel has become one of our best family traditions and arguably Callie's favorite tradition during the whole year, not just during Christmas season. So if you want to take an honest look at what it takes to put this advent calendar together and gather some Elf on the Shelf ideas for you, keep on watching, stay tuned. I hope you are ready. The very first thing I needed to do was organize. I collect Tinsel items all year long. So if there's a takeaway here from this video, it's that you can be thinking about these 30 days in advance to save yourself some cash. If you wait and you want your elf to be bringing things for your child, you might have to be waiting on shipping, things might be marked up. So I find it best practice for me to be stocking things away, no pun intended, for the month of December. But that does mean that I put them in what I consider safe, but ultimately end up being very random spots throughout my house. After Christmas, when I do my Christmas clearance shopping, I tend to put things away in our holiday totes. So I've already gathered the totes. I'm going to start going through them, putting things all out on the guest bed, but I also have a gift drawer in my closet. So I needed to empty that and see what was meant for actual gifts, for stockings, versus what is being utilized by Tinsel. I wrapped this last year and didn't get to give it to her, but now I don't remember what it is. For my sister. Okay, so this is the pile. This is a large stack of precariously placed books. I've got some jammies. I have a lot of ornaments, a puzzle. These I'll show you. These are like little Disney figurines that actually came out of previous advent calendars that I'm going to sneak into ours. I have a whole pile of like winter plush, winter and Christmas plush. I have some activities, a snow globe, the Christmas Eve bell, cute reindeer activity will be coming soon on Instagram, so stay tuned. But now I need to do some sorting. These are Hannah Anderson pajamas that I picked up for Callie last year, and I got them at a local secondhand store, but they are in such good condition, and they're the Nutcracker. Oh my goodness, I wonder if I could find myself a matching set online. These are precious. So the pajamas are definitely some of my very favorite things to give, and I am gonna try to figure out, actually, I wanna see if I can find the matching adult pajamas. I can't seem to find an adult version of that pattern, but if you know of any Nutcracker PJs, will you leave them in the comments below so that way I could get myself a set and then Tinsel could bring those together. So we've done this for the past forever amount of years, and then typically on Christmas Eve my mom gifts all of us, her kids, and the grandbabies pajamas as well. This is another one of my very favorite things. I think I found her at TJ Maxx. Now Tinsel, hi buddy, he is a little boy elf with blue eyes. This is a little girl elf with blue eyes, but she has brown hair like me. So I think this is, sorry, I have my own hair on her. She's very soft. She's like terry cloth-ish material. She's got some snowflakes on her skirt. I think this is gonna make such a cute addition to Callie's bed, and I think she's just gonna love her. I also found some like very specific elf on the shelf things, like these little treats that have the elves on them. There was a cereal at Walmart that I also wanted to pick up. This elf on the shelf card game, and I finally found one. I finally found this guy. So last year, Callie and I watched this movie on Netflix, the Elf on the Shelf movie, like late in the season. And then when I went on Amazon, I couldn't find this anywhere. So I kind of stalked the Target website. I put it as like in my wish list. I added it to my Karma so that I knew if it went on sale. And he did, and I snagged him up, and Tinsel will be bringing him. As you can see from the clips before, I have a lot of like little things, and then I have some things that I've been kind of storing up and more recent purchases that I also linked on my Like to Know It as well as on Instagram. So if you're interested in shopping those specific pieces, make sure you're following there too. After I have gathered everything, which I think I have so far, the idea is that I need to break down like which of these can be specific for the Advent calendar versus like which of these are just things that Tinsel can bring. So I'm gonna do that sort right now. Okay, so I literally am just numbering the days of December. I have labeled any events that we have. Our town offers these awesome holiday events on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We have a weekend where Callie is going to be making Christmas cookies with Mimi and Grampy. We have a cookie party, we have another weekend, and then I filled in Christmas Eve. So now I'm going to look at what I have to see if I can fill in those things for the Advent calendar and then plug all of the other items in. Okay, so I've now filled in the calendar. I've also filled in what I'm going to be giving each day as Tinsel. And I only ended up, I think, with 2 empty days. And there's still some time for me to obviously fill those particular events in. So now for each day, what I'm doing is I'm adding like a little rhyme or a little saying or a little note from Tinsel that will actually go inside the Advent calendar so that Callie can open that. So for example, on day 1, December 1st, Tinsel is obviously bringing the Advent calendar, but then I'm also going to have him bring this game, and it says, the little note that she'll open, let's kick off this December to remember with a festive game night. Callie, are you ready to dash away with me? So each day is going to have a little thing that's related to whatever he's bringing. Tell me in the comments below, have you ever DIY'd an Advent calendar for your elf? I need to know. Is this a weird thing to do? So some of the easier items on this list are things like the pajamas, the plush, and like the bath bombs and the bath kits, because those are a one-time use situation. What I mean by that is like any weeknight during the week, no matter how busy you are, your elf could bring something like that, and then the little note could be like, we are taking a festive tub tonight. We're cozying up on the couch with hot chocolate. You could even just do like a hot chocolate packet or even a new mug for your child, and then kind of build mini, very small activities around then. Put a $5 Starbucks gift card in one of them, or have your elf bring that, and then say, we're gonna drive around and look at lights tonight. So these don't have to be extravagant. I'm just using what I have, which some of them tend to be bigger because I buy them throughout the course of the year, like I said earlier in the video. So one of the last steps here is the wrapping. So I do wrap each book individually and I number them, and I'm going to be doing the same for this year's activities. So I'll either have, sometimes I just leave them out with tinsel wherever he may be, like if he's in the bathtub, if he's on a wreath. If it's an easier item to wrap like a box, I usually will do that. So I'll insert some footage of me speed wrapping on a time lapse here for you, but I'm just using wrapping paper that I purchased last year and like ribbons and bows that we already have. So I didn't spend any additional money on the wrapping for these items. And just to reiterate for the books, these are reused year to year, as I mentioned in a previous tinsel video this year. I will make sure that's linked here up on the screen as well. But I tend to purchase like 3 or 4 new ones throughout the course of the year, and then filter those in and take out the ones that are maybe too young for her now. But I certainly do not purchase 24 new hardcover or holiday themed books every single year. So overall, this did end up being several hours of work that started with the collection and the organizing of all of the things that I have purchased in the past 12 months for this activity or for these activities, down to organizing them, figuring out the calendar in which days go where, and then aligning each item or each gift to a specific day. Then I had to do the writing up of the little notes. If you are interested in getting those, will you DM me on Instagram and I can just share it with you on Google? If you are interested in saving yourself some time, I'd be super happy to share those with you. And then I'm going to print them out, add them to the little advent calendar, which you will see the finished product here. And I'm just excited. And the wrapping, of course, takes time too. But here's my justification. I only get to do this with Callie for a few more years before tinsel and Santa are beautiful childhood memories for her, and she grows up. Oh, that makes me want to cry just thinking about it. So it is time consuming. She's my only child though, and I only get these times of the year once in her life. So I'm going hard for them. I really love to do it, and she really, really loves it. So the more magic that I can bring her, it just makes me happy. Mama, if this is too much for you, I get it. It's too much for me, and I'm the one creating it. I have a 30-day guide for things that you can do with tinsel without an advent calendar that's totally free. It's in the description box. It's just a download to give you some ideas of what to do with your elf in the house. So if you watch this, thank you, by the way, for watching this, and you think, no thanks, we're gonna pass on that much work, I have an easier option for you in the description box below. If you liked this video, if you got some new ideas, if you think it's a little extra, will you please give it a thumbs up? It really does help my channel and lets me know that you are interested in this content. This video today is brought to you because of your feedback on our first Elf on the Shelf arrival idea for 2021. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing and supporting me and my family. We love you, and we hope you're having a magical holiday season. Bye, everybody. And we're recording. This is awkward. Thought I was taking a thumbnail. Bye, bye, bye.